1800 hours Pakistan Standard Time. Assalamu alaikum. This is Radio Pakistan. The news read by Aisha Naya. First, the headlines. Prime Minister will address the nation tonight. Federal Cabinet has decided to constitute a commission to investigate foreign conspiracy regarding regime change in the country. President has called for strengthening bilateral relations between Pakistan and Somalia in diverse fields, particularly trade and economy. Pakistan and China have expressed satisfaction over progress on CPEC special economic zones. In Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir, a massive pro-freedom protest demonstration was held in Jamia Masjid, Srinagar today. IMF and Lebanon have reached an agreement on an economic reforms plan. And now the news in detail. Prime Minister Imran Khan will address the nation tonight. In a tweet, the Prime Minister said his message to the nation is that he has always and will continue to fight for Pakistan till the last ball. Prime Minister Imran Khan says declaring 15th March as an international day to combat Islamophobia is a great success for the Muslim Ummah. In an interview today, he said this achievement is a result of Pakistan's consistent endeavour of raising its voice against Islamophobia at every international forum. The Prime Minister said Pakistani nation has great potential that can be tapped only through following great principles of Islam. He said in this regard he has always stressed for adopting Sirat al-Nabawi in national curriculum. Imran Khan said we should never forget the ideology of Pakistan that was based on the guided principles of Islam and teachings of great philosopher Dr. Allama Iqbal. The Federal Cabinet has decided to constitute a commission to investigate the foreign conspiracy regarding regime change in Pakistan. Minister for Information and Broadcasting Chaudhry Fawad Hussain said this while briefing media in Islamabad this afternoon about the decisions taken by the Federal Cabinet, which met in Islamabad with Prime Minister Imran Khan in the chair. Chaudhry Fawad said the commission, to be headed by Lieutenant General retired Tariq Khan, will be mandated to investigate threats of regime change in Pakistan from some foreign countries. He said the commission will also investigate the local handlers of this conspiracy. The Information Minister said all the material concerning the foreign conspiracy will be placed before all the members of the National Assembly. Talking about Supreme Court's decision of setting aside Deputy Speaker's ruling in the no-confidence resolution against the Prime Minister, Chaudhry Fawad Hussain said the government is considering filing a review petition and availing other legal options in this regard. Session of the National Assembly will be held at 10:30 a.m. tomorrow. Voting on no-confidence motion against the Prime Minister is also on the agenda. Election Commission of Pakistan has directed to complete delimitation of all constituencies of National and Provincial Assemblies within 4 months on the basis of 2017 census. The direction to this effect was given at a meeting of Election Commission of Pakistan chaired by Chief Election Commissioner Sikandar Sultan Raja in Islamabad today. The decision was taken keeping in view the current situation in the country. The provincial governments have been asked to provide maps and other data immediately to Election Commission so that it can complete the delimitation process timely. The meeting directed Secretary and Special Secretary Election Commission to present a complete action plan on Wednesday for holding of general elections. Lahore High Court adjourned hearing on the petition filed by the opposition leader in Punjab Assembly, Hamza Shahbaz, on court's assistance to hold the election for the Chief Minister's office until Monday. The court issued notices to the concerned parties and summoned Secretary Punjab Assembly along with all relevant records. Islamabad High Court has declared the Pakistan Electronic Crimes Act ordinance as unconstitutional. Islamabad High Court Chief Justice Athar Manullah, in his reserved judgment, turned down the PECA law. This is Radio Pakistan. President Dr. Arif Alvi has called for strengthening bilateral relations between Pakistan and Somalia in all areas of mutual interest, particularly trade and economy. Talking to the outgoing ambassador of Somalia to Pakistan, Khatija M. Elma Khozmi, in Islamabad today, he said Pakistan has initiated the Look Africa policy, which would further boost bilateral relations with all African countries. Pakistan and China have expressed satisfaction over the progress on CPEC special economic zones, particularly those of Rashkai, Allama Iqbal, Dhabji and Bostan. The satisfaction was expressed at the 6th Joint Working Group meeting, co-chaired by Secretary Board of Investment Farina Mazhar and Director General National Development and Reform Commission of China, Yang Yang, today. Both sides vowed to take forward the framework agreement in a pragmatic manner, which was signed during Prime Minister Imran Khan's visit to China last month. During the meeting, Jiangsu, Zhejiang, Shandong and Guangdong provinces of China committed to encourage their enterprises to develop linkages with Pakistan's provincial boards of investment and to invest therein. The Chinese side showed great interest in the mining sector of Pakistan. On the eve of Baisakhi celebrations, the Pakistan High Commission in New Delhi has issued over 2,200 visas to Sikh pilgrims from India to participate in the annual festival scheduled to be held in Pakistan from 12th to 21st of this month. According to Foreign Office, the issuance of visas is covered under the framework of the Pakistan-India Protocol on Visits to Religious Shrines of 1974. The visas issued from New Delhi are in addition to the visas granted to Sikh pilgrims participating in these events from other countries. Over 2,500 Sikh Yatris will come Pakistan through Wagah border crossing next week to celebrate Baisakhi festival. Pakistan Railways has planned to operate 9 special trains from April 12 to 17 to facilitate Sikh pilgrims coming from India for their religious rituals. In Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir, people staged a massive pro-freedom protest demonstration in the premises of the Jamia Masjid in Srinagar today. Thousands of Muslims converged at the Jamia Masjid today to offer congregational prayers on the first Friday of holy month of Ramadan. As the Jummah prayers culminated, hundreds of youth raised a high-pitched pro-freedom, pro-Islam and anti-India slogans. People Democratic Party President Mehbooba Mufti in a tweet said that incidents like Indian soldiers barging into a religious place, profiling worshippers and shooting civilians at will without any fear of justice highlight the level of unaccountability pervasive across Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir. On the other hand, Kashmir-based senior leaders of the Communist Party of India, Muhammad Yusuf Trigami, in a media interview said the Indian government is using multiple agencies as a political weapon to intimidate and silence political leaders in the held territory. Lebanon and the International Monetary Fund has reached an agreement on an economic reform plan that could potentially unlock around $3 billion of funding over several years. In a statement, Deputy Prime Minister Sadeh Al-Shami called for full cooperation between all sides for the recovery of economy. Palestinian Prime Minister Mohammed Ishtiaq has warned that increasing Israeli settlements in Palestinian territories would undermine the chances of peace and two-nation solution. In a statement, he said Israeli measures, mainly the seizure of land in the West Bank and Al-Quds, will further escalate tension. Meanwhile, Israeli police martyred a Palestinian during exchange of fire in Tel Aviv today. And finally, the weather. Mainly hot and dry weather is expected in most parts of the country, while very hot in Upper Sindh and South Punjab during the next 12 hours. However, partly cloudy weather with isolated light rain and thunderstorm is likely in Upper Khyber Pakhtunkhwa and Gilgit-Baltistan. Now some of the headlines once again. Prime Minister will address the nation tonight. Federal Cabinet has decided to constitute a commission to investigate foreign conspiracy regarding regime change in the country. President has called for strengthening bilateral relations between Pakistan and Somalia in diverse fields, particularly trade and economy. Pakistan and China have expressed satisfaction over progress on CPEC special economic zones. And that is the end of the news. For more news and analysis, log on to our website radio.gov.pk and also watch live video streaming of our bulletin on the link facebook.com/Radio Pakistan News.